Good day, my people, my good audience. Thank you for being there. I'm looking at finance, the subject for undergraduate and postgraduate students in the tertiary institution. Today, we are going to look at present value of money, trying to extract the formula. For present value of money, we are talking about money today. There is a future value and there is a present value. This is our formula. Future value of money is equal to the present value of money, 1 plus r raised to power n. That is the formula. For us to calculate the present value of money, we do what they call changing subject of formula by saying FV all over 1 plus r raised to power n equal to PV. In a simple language, for you to find present value of money, you discount the future value of money by putting 1 plus r raised to power n. Remember, r is the interest rate, the growth rate. FV is the future value of money, and so on. So in a simple language, present value of money is future value of money, 1 plus r raised to power n, also known as FV, future value of money, into 1 plus r raised to power n, trying to apply laws of indices there. So, having seen that, examination question could be, it says you find the present value of money, compounding yearly or per annum. This is the formula that will go. Present value will be equal to future value all over 1 plus r raised to the power of n. When you're asked to find the present value of money, compounding, that's multiplying. Compounding yearly or per annum, this is the formula to use. FV is the future value, while this ordinary one whole number, R is interest rate. The R can be, they can write I, some may also write K, they all mean the same thing. R is the rate of interest or interest rate or the growth rate of the investment. And this is raised to the power of what? N. N here is the number of years, which is the duration. That is how to calculate present value of money, compounding yearly. Moving on to the second part, you could be asked to find the present value of money, the present value, compounding daily, compounding daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and so on. Our formula will just change a little. PV will be FV, but that R will be divided by M, all raised to the power of NM. That M represents daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually. That means if I'm asked to compound this thing daily means 365 days make a year. So that my M will be 365. Our N still represents number of years which must have been given. If you are talking about weekly, 52 weeks make a year. If they say it's fortnightly or every 2 weeks, the M will be 26. If they say it's monthly, it's 12 months in a year. That is for real calendar month, not lunar. So here will be 12. If they say quarterly, 4 quarters make a year. So that means my M in that case, if I'm referring to quarterly, will be 4. And if it is semi-annually, that is twice a year. That means the interest will be paid twice a year. So my M will be 2. And that is how to solve the question. Finally, if I'm asked to find the present value of money, compounding continuously. In that case, if you could recall that when we are doing future value of money, we did it like this, e raised to power Rn, like this. So for this one, our present value of money will be equal to future value all over e raised to power Rn, which can be rewritten as FV into e raised to power minus Rn. All these are all what the same. You can use this. This is okay. This is also good. So that's how to, calculate present value of money, just like we did in the past. If you check out my past lectures, you will discover that we have done future value of money. We have calculated future value of money. We have calculated growth rate, which is R. We have calculated the duration, which is N. But this is the concluding part for future value of money and present value of money. So we have calculated future value before. We have calculated rate. We have calculated number of years. But here we have shown you how to calculate present value of money, either compounding yearly or per annum, compounding daily, weekly, and so on. There's the formula, or compounding continuously. Remember, the E here is the exponent, which has a fixed formula, which is 2 point something there. If you check your calculator, you will see e raised to power x and be able to get that constant formula. On that note, when I come your way again, we'll continue with more on mathematics of finance and other aspects of finance. On that note, when you have questions, please put it in the comment section. And when you need extra lecture on finance, call me on 0080 333 51748. And I will tell you details for you to have personalized online coaching with the author of Pure and Applied Mathematics. God bless you. See you next time.